Hey guys, how are you doing? This is Laurel of the Dabbling Hook, and I'm outside again for 2 weeks in a row. Um, it is overcast. There's a lot of clouds, and the sun keeps going under for long stretches. So right now I have a good stretch, and I probably have fluff and stuff all over me. But anyway, it's a bit muggy, and oh my gosh. Okay, it's a bit muggy and gray, unless the sun comes out, and I had to bring out my fan because it's that muggy, and I can't record inside because hubby's watching TV and he's like half deaf and it's loud. And Minion 1 was just in the backyard shooting his BB gun, so life noises. Anyway, cheers. I remembered my water this time, so wine and water today. Today. What are we talking about? Again, I feel like I got nothing done, but I was working on bigger projects. I guess bigger projects for me. I don't think I got a hat done this week. Yes, I did. But I don't know if I can show you. I may be able to. Anyway, welcome. Welcome to all the new subscribers, and thank you guys who've been around for coming back and spending some time with me. Today should be semi-brief. Not brief, but semi-brief. I have one shout out because I ran across a channel. It was in one of the suggestion sites. I think Minion 1 just yelled at me. And it was one of the the recommended videos on the side. And I'm pretty sure I had seen one of her videos before. I think she did the 10 non-yarny things. So I remember seeing her. Oh, my fan's making weird noises.
I haven't done anything.
You're gonna hear voices. Go away.
I'm not gonna do it.
Go away.
That's where I was going. No way.
You're still here.
I'm going.
You want to come say hello?
Can I bring Marvin?
Yes, you can go get Marvin and bring Marvin. Anyway, as I was saying, the channel is Elizabeth Pierre. The video that was recommended, I was watching her knit, and I was mesmerized because she's kind of a knitting goal for me, the way she was knitting. It's just so soothing and seamless in her voice. Her voice is just so soothing as well. So I will put her channel down below. She's a knitter, and I think she's knitting toys, the one I saw. But I will put her channel down below and check her out. She's knitting, not crochet, but it's still good to see different things. All right. I'm going to start with acquisitions today because I was guiltily bad and unapologetically bad. Unapologetically because, whoops. Do you see that? So, I've been talking about and using latte cakes. And word is that it was going to come back, but we didn't know. I had messaged Michaels via Instagram, didn't hear back from them. And then one of the subscribers, Beth Hill Brown, or was there somebody else at first? One of the subscribers, and thank you, also mentioned, I'll put her name once I figure out who it was, that she had emailed Lion Brand and asked if it would be back, and they basically said it was up to Michaels. And then I think like a day later or so, she messaged me back again and said that it will be back for sure. Michaels never got back to me via Instagram. And then 2 days ago, Beth Hill Brown, a subscriber, messaged me through YouTube and saying she just watched Rose Like Crochet, her video, and she went and they had latte cakes. So that same day, Joann's had a 60% off coupon, That's 3 days. Today's the last day. Today's the 17th, Saturday. It was good for 3 days. So I went, and you know my trick. You go to Michael's, you leave, go somewhere else, come back, and go to Michael's again. You can use the coupon. I found out recently that you can actually separate your transactions and use the coupon again. I don't know if you can use the same coupon or if they have two coupons, but you can separate your transactions. So I had the 60% off coupon from Joann's, and Michael's had a 40% off coupon. The first time I went to Michael's, this is the one furthest from me, she separated the transactions and did one on the 60 and one on the 40. And then I went to Joann's. Hang on. I went to Joann's, and did I buy anything? I don't think I bought anything there. And then I came back. I bought fabric, but not yarn in a while. I went back to Michael's, and then a different cashier used both coupons in the one transaction. So, and then I came home, and then the Michael's closest to me, I went there again, and I used the two coupons. Those were done in two separate transactions. So basically, all this to say, I got 6 skeins in one day's trip. I was going to go yesterday, but I got busy with work. And then Marvin's staring out at, he's out of his cage, so he's all excited.
There might be a bird. Outside,
and his talons are just so...
Yeah, I bet you wish you had these claws, didn't you?
No, I don't. Well, anyway, so today I went back and I went grocery shopping, and I stopped at Michael's first and got 2 more. So I have... Oh, wait. Before I show you, somebody would like to...
Oh, it's not you.
Are you grooming him?
I'm trying to get this little cricket leg out of his mouth.
Ew.
Or antenna, sorry.
He still has cricket parts in his mouth?
He just ate.
Well, I'm sure he'll lick it off.
No, his tongue can't reach this.
The things I have to put up with. All right.
You don't have to put up with this.
I'm going to move away while Marvin,
just back up.
The bigger Marvin.
Yeah.
I think when you last saw him, it was like yay big. He's not yay big anymore. So
yeah,
I'm going to move away. All right.
Oh, I have to sit down?
Go introduce. Go, hurry up.
Okay. Oh my God. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, frames being dropped. What does that mean?
Yeah, don't worry about that. I don't know what it's doing.
He's 18 inches, and his leg...
so they could see. You're only seeing his head.
His leg...
Not close to the camera. Just hold him up.
Look at... I'll put him on my arm, because I have pretty long forearm.
He's huge. He's spiky.
Yeah, and ow. Sharp.
They can't see you, because your hand is so far down.
Oh. Okay, this here... I keep looking over. Look at him. Oh, look at the focus.
Okay. Are we done now?
No.
Hold your hand up so you can see his tail. Oh my God.
This is cool.
This is gonna be gross to edit.
Look at his tail. Long tail.
Okay. Say goodbye, Marvin.
Long tail. Long. Huh?
Say goodbye, Marvin.
Say goodbye.
It's fine. It's just screen went black. Goodbye.
Oops, he licked it. I'm kidding.
Go. Goodbye.
But his tongue doesn't lick stuff like taste stuff. It does it like, that's how he smells. Like the breeze. Uh-oh.
All right.
A bird.
Go. I hope it doesn't rain. Like I said, it's muggy. And I'm glistening. And I don't know where I put my cloth. Right here. Pardon me. All right. So, yeah, that was Marvin. Hopefully he doesn't make a reappearance. So, I have 8 cakes. I'm going to cool off because I was contemplating going back again today because the 60% off coupon expires. But this is roasted tomato. And what it reminds me of a bit is there was a Bernat alpaca had a colorway that was tomato. This is a little more of a pinky red. Theirs was a red, but that's what that is. So I got that. Today I got these two, which is Gray Shock and Plum. So this is Plum. This is more of like a fuchsia pink color, fuchsia purpley pink color. And then this is grays, a greenish yellow and grayish yellow, taupey yellow color. So yeah, there's that. And there's that. That's these two for today. And then from yesterday as well, it almost looks like they have a solid for each variegated. So this is elderberry. It's pinks in the same purpley pink color, purples, dusty pink colors, and then the plum, yeah. And then grinding teal. Grinding, I don't know why, but yeah, that's it right there. It's just so lovely. And then the last two, yes. Is it the last two? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I feel like I'm missing one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, I'm missing it because I used it already behind me. Okay. So this one is claret, and I've never seen a claret like that. Not quite claret. It's like a peachy color with like a pinky red color as well. Yeah. My plan for these, this one is Pepper Dash, and it really does look like the Kissy Kissy colorway. So yeah, I got 6. So I think that'll definitely hold me over because with one cake I can get, I believe, 2 big button cowls out of one cake. So that was my latte cake. And then today, Michael's also has Bernat baby blanket for $5, $4.97. And I typically don't really buy the Bernat blanket yarns as a stash item, but I wanted to make a couple of really big octopuses for the craft fair, and I think this would be perfect. So I got this, and this is seafoam print. For that one, I love the colors of it. That's mainly why I bought it, because I was just thinking of doing it, but then when I saw the colors, everything's falling, I decided to get it. And the next one I got was flower pot. So yeah, really pretty. It's like almost a shocking corally pink color with a tan color, a beigey color, and white. So I figured I could make maybe 1 or 2 out of each color and have that for the craft fair. Then my other yarn purchase, like, yeah, this is the guilty part where I really didn't need it. Well, one of them I needed because this is it's not showing the brightness, or at least not to me out here. But this is the Happy colorway in the Mandala Ombre. And I had to go to the Walmart farthest away from me to get it because the one close to me doesn't carry this colorway. So it's just so bright and just happy. Yep. So I want to make an Yvette shawl for me out of this. And I was hoping one of the ombres, not the ombres, the latte cakes would work. And I think this tomato one might. Yeah. The pink is just so neon-y bright. I love it. I love it. I love it. So I got one of those. I already had one in stash, but I definitely need 2 to get a good size. And then they had, even though I'm trying to use up my cakes, they had Genie for $3. So I got 2 of those. And then they had Gnome for $3. So I got 2 of those. I am thinking I am going to double up on the regular mandalas and add it with one of the latte cakes and make another Yvette shawl, the new version. All right, so I think, oh, I was going to show what I got from Blueprint, because when they had was it a Black Friday in July? Some kind of sale, and it was really cheap, but I've already put it away. It's some of the same ones that Carrie Penny showed on hers. I think it was the Letitia one and something else that I got. That's what I got from there, but I already put it in a bag and I stowed it away. So that's that on acquisitions, and no fabric this week. I still haven't sewn anything, which is really annoying myself. Okay. Whips. My only whip right now is, well, my active whip right now is this. This is going to be, what's it called? I had it here because I was working on it. What's it called? It's Brian the MBP Penguin. And the MBP is made by Penguins, which is a luxury hand-dyed yarn. I saw this on IG, Instagram. Allie of Little Drops of Wonderful made it, and I was just like, oh, I don't need any more distractions. But it's been in my head ever since I saw it that I wanted to make it. So I finally caved and I started it last night. I have the flippers done. I'm using, what am I using? I'm using Studio by Nicole in Cream Spec for the body. I'm using a leftover mandala ombre for, what is it called? I think it's called like the hood or the coat. Yes, the coat that goes over. That would be like the black part of the penguin. But in this pattern is by, oh, I'm so unprepared today, partly because I'm so muggy hot right now. It is by Alexa Templeton. Her IG name is Lex and Stitches. And she has other patterns as well, but I'm just really drawn to this penguin. So what was I saying before that? Yarn down. So mandala for the flippers, and I didn't have any yellow worsted weight yarn for the feet, so I use Vanna's, I think it's Vanna's Glamour, and I doubled it, so it's got a little sequins in it because that's as close to yellow as I had. And then this is the Cream Spec, so I just have to finish the body and then make the coat. And I think I'm supposed to make the coat first. I usually, when I do amigurumi, I like to make all the limbs first and then leave the big body and the head to last. So I think I need to put this aside and start making the coat, because in the pattern it says you need to try it on as you go to make sure everything's fitting right. So I jumped the gun a little. So that's my active whip. And, whoops, I'm going to pause you for a second. Okay, I had to pause you to reconfigure the fan because it is quite muggy out today. And the sun is coming back out more regularly, so it's quite warm. Anyway, put the flippers back in. So that's my active whip, because I've basically been working on shawls this week, and I haven't gotten a lot done other than that. So the other thing, the 15th was Granny Square Day. It's been going since 2014. It was started by what's her name? I'll put it on the screen, but I only know her from Instagram. But it's been going strong, and what she ends up doing, there are folks who do, I haven't figured out how to do that yet, but if you follow the hashtag for it and you look at it, you just see like a wall of granny squares. And over the years, she's like had bags made. She's taken certain ones and had bags made out of it. I think a whole like, I think she had a shower curtain printed with that on. There's a picture on her Instagram of that. But you just, on that day, you just post a granny square, and you need to make it like fill up the frame, the Instagram frame. So mine was this. So this is some just scrap yarn. The middle, all the variegated color is color wheel. No, color wool. Is it Bernat? Might be a Bernat one. Color wool. I don't think it's Lion Brand. I do not recall. But it's color wool. It's been discontinued. It's I think it's 100% wool, or mostly wool anyway. They had some gorgeous colorways in it. It's not the softest thing. It has that sturdy wool feel. It's definitely not like the merino soft, that kind of wool. And it was I want to say it's a number 5 or a number 6 bulky. I'm pretty sure it's categorized as a number 6, but it's a thick and thin kind of yarn. And then I had some sheepish, Vicky Howell sheepish yarn. That's been way discontinued. It's Old Stash. So it coordinated, so I used it here and on the edge. So that was my granny square, and I have no idea. Oop, my tail's sticking out. I have no idea what to do with it because it's wool. I don't know. I was actually thinking of making a throw pillow, maybe a little decorative one, and then putting that on the outside of the a sewn throw pillow, and then putting this on the outside of it. So, but right now it's just there. So there's that. And then the other things, I leave it in here. Yep. I had some scraps left over from stuff I showed last week. So I made a little guy. Focus. So yeah, it's just a tiny one. I think I went up to 18 stitches, I think. So yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4 different skeins, or 4 different types of yarn that I just did a magic knot ball with that. And then what else? Hats. Last week, I can't remember if I showed both. I definitely showed this rib beanie last. It's just a 2x2 rib beanie. And I did I show it? Maybe I did. This is another 2x2, but this was on 48 and this is on 60. And then this one, I had a little bit left from another project I'll show. So I just started doing a, this one is a 4x4 rib beanie. And look how tiny that is. It's like almost non-existent, but it stretches. So it's definitely a kid hat. So I have 3 for the men. And then, all right, my other one that I'm going to show, because this is part of the collaboration hat, and I'm just going to give a quick sneak peek at it because Lady Diane did say that we can start showing what's going to be included in the club, so I'm taking that as in we can show our items. So my contribution is going to be obviously a crochet pattern, and it's a hat because I'm all about a hat. So, and I'm all about a hat, and I'm all about texture. I like visual texture. I need to be able to see it. You standing in the doorway, having Marvin like that in front of the door.
Oh, it's just Marvin.
Uh-huh. Oh my God. Oh, and he's doing like this.
I had it running around the living room.
You better not poop on my floor.
No, he didn't. Dad was watching. He was going under the couch back and forth, back and forth. And I checked, he did not.
He went under the couch?
Yeah, he always does that.
Alright. Anyway, tail is still on this one because I wasn't sure if I was going to add a pom-pom or not. I think right now, no. Can you move,
Okay,
please?
okay. I will.
Yeah. My life right now. I need to hurry up. I'm melting. Anyway, this is my hat that will be in the club. There's 2 more weeks left to sign up for the Rhinebeck Club. September 1st is the deadline to sign up, and packages will start going out on October 1st. So this is the hat right now. This is the first version I did, and it is in worsted. This is before I knew that I had to use the yarn from somebody else who's part of the club, and the yarn is a DK yarn. I struggled. I had to make little updates to the pattern to accommodate for DK, but right now this is in Rose, the speckle from Hobby Lobby. I love this one. It's so summery and light, but the pop of pink in there is just beautiful. So it's all about texture. I like to see texture, and I like to feel texture, and this is it. This is another version that will be part of the pattern that has no brim. So you can do it either with brim or without brim. The without brim obviously will be a little closer to the head beanie style. But again, in my patterns, I give multiples so you can adjust it to fit you. I always look at the pattern sizes as recommendations, your starting point, and then, like I said, I try to make it by the pattern the first time, and then after that, it's, carte blanche. You can do whatever you want, change the sizing as long as you have the basics to do that, and multiples usually give you the basics to do that. So this is it. I would show you what it looks like in the yarn that will be in the box, but I don't think she's I think she's doing one at a time, introducing each person or each item on Instagram, and she hasn't done that for the yarn dyer yet, so I will hold off on that. Okay. Next item. So you saw in the beginning clip that I was wearing something. I used to make hooded cowls a lot. Like 3 years ago, I had them at my craft fairs. They were very popular at the, say, October, November craft fairs that I did, because around that time, a lot of people always said that it would be great for when they, went out in the morning to walk the dog and so on. But hooded cowl. So, like I said, I haven't made one, I think, in like 2 years. So, my join at the back, I just noticed is a little wonky because I was trying to do a little shortcut and not take the time to stitch it up. So it's a little wonky. And I usually do in a spiral, but this time I joined in turn, and I don't like the seam at all. So I was trying to get more of that back and forth back stitch ribbing. It looks slightly different when you just go and around, not turning, but I don't like the seam. So, and I think I went a little too deep. So this is the back, and that's the front. So unless you want to look like Palpatine from Star Wars, you know, not too bad. And I used the yarn that was gifted to me by You Know Who You Are for that one. And that yarn also is used in these hats as well. So that is that. All right. So the thing I've been working on. Ooh, hang on. I forgot one other thing. Hold on. Hopefully I don't cause an avalanche. Oh, actually, two other things before I talk about the shawls. So last time I showed you my bag of this side of the logo. That was my first tote bag that I had made. But I showed you last time it contained my faux fur that I was going to make. I was planning on making, ooh, hang on, tangled mess. I was planning on making faux fur pom-poms. And no, I'm not going to be selling them because it's a lot of work. And I'm sure now, when they first came out, they were pretty pricey. I think now they're pretty reasonable that you can buy them. But I had bought all this faux fur that I had that I hadn't done anything with, so I'm trying to use it up. And I'm not sure. I'm definitely not going to sew on the snaps. If I do that, I'll probably, once I've made all what I have, I'll probably buy the ones with the snaps. But I don't know. You can put it on, but what if you don't want a faux fur pom-pom on and you take it out? Now you're left with that little thing at the top. And I don't know how I feel about that. The little snap, the other half of the snap. But anyway, I have two sizes that I cut. I made a template of, I basically used two bowls that I have, two different sizes, cut around, turned it upside down, cut around, and cut a template on some stiff cardboard. Not the regular heavy cardboard. I think it was the backing of some book or something, or magazine. So I have two sizes that I cut out. So I just cut out a bunch before, and they were just sitting there ready to get sewn. It mentioned that when you do thread, you need a good strong thread because you're going to need to pull on it and yarn will break. And the Aunt Lydia's thread works really well. I also have some silk bamboo, a little cake of silk bamboo from, it's a discontinued thing that I've had there forever, so I'm starting to use that. It's pretty strong. But this is what I have. I even forgot I had this blush pink color. So this is the big size that I make, and then I'm trying to find the small one. Here we go. So these are the two sizes. So this is the big one, and this is the little one. Little and big. So I'll be using these on my hats that I've been making until I use them up. So I have right now two pinks. I totally forgot I had this white one here. This is a small size. I have this colorway this one is my favorite, but I do like this one as well. So I think I have two of each, and I don't stuff them a lot into like a big, I just stuff them. Whoops, my fan is propped up and the prop just fell. I don't stuff them a lot. It's very malleable. One of the reasons is what I found, I had a hat last year that I had one on, and when you're in the car and you have your hat on, when you lean back, if it's too stuffed, then you're going to hit the headrest, and it's going to get pretty uncomfortable. So at least this is squishable. It has enough to give it a little structure, but not a whole lot. And honestly, you don't really need it. Once you thread around it and snug it tight, I think it has enough of a shape that it's fine without it, but I just gave it a little bit of stuffing. So I have these two. in this color. And then I have this brown undertone one that has pink on the outside, and the fur isn't as long as all the others. It's a really short fur. I'm not sure if it's showing up, but it's like a light dusty pink with brown underneath. And then this one, I think I have 3 or 4 of them. Let's see. 3. I have 3 made of this one. So yeah, that's what I have so far. It is messy work. There's one of them that has a really soft backing. I think the messiness of cutting it out and sewing through to pull the thread around to cinch it, that is time consuming. It's hard on your hands with the sewing. One of them has a really soft backing, which is not so bad, but all the others are really stiff backing. Not like impenetrable, but it's stiff enough that getting the needle through it is a bit of work. So I forget which one that is, but yeah, one of them is really soft and easy to work with. Let's see. I forget which one. I think it's this one that's really soft on the backing, but the others are have got some rigidity to the backing. So, got a little wind coming. All right, so that's that. And then is there something else? There was something else I was going to show you. I completely forgot. Oh well, maybe I'll remember. I forget what it was. Oh well. Couldn't have been that important. All right, so last time I showed this shawl, and I didn't do a close-up enough. But this is the Yvette shawl that I've tweaked. And the tweak is coming. I'm having it tested because writing a pattern really is hard. It gets easier as you go along, but it is still hard. The things that you do intuitively, that, you know, if you fudge something or if something isn't quite working and you can fudge it, you know, to just instantly or instinctively do that. But to now have to think differently and put it on paper so somebody else can understand, it's hard. I like short and to the point, and some people do, most people don't. Most people want every step of the way explained, and that could end up being, you know, for one step could be a paragraph long. I constantly edit what I'm trying to say, which makes things take longer. So yeah, and like I said, the things that you just know intuitively, it's just really hard to put on paper, so somebody else can explain or somebody else can understand it. So that's what's taken a while. I'm having it retested. I've made a couple of updates to that already. Again, it's not hard. It's just explaining what you need to do. And hopefully once it's out there and you do it, or you can, you know, always put a different edging on these. It doesn't have to be the edging that's in a pattern. So lies. So this was a sugar wheel. I can't talk today. Sugar wheel that was part of my prize box from Lisa of Happy to Hook, and I added it with Shawl in a Ball with the sparkles. So that was the one I showed last time. And then, whoops, going to sleep. The other one that I did, like I said, I have a lot of cakes, and I just added to it. I had some baby cakes from, not even from last year when it came back. I think from the first time it came out, I still had some baby cakes when it had gone on clearance, because it went on clearance pretty quickly. I think I have like 2 or 3 still left, different colorways, because, you know, I always buy one of each color and then can't do anything with it. So I had, this one was Dreamy Rose, and I mixed it with, I don't remember the colorway. Hold on, I wrote something down. 1 second. Lotus Blossom was the Shawl in a Ball. That's what I mixed it with, or I held it with. So there's that, and I think the colors went pretty well together, like almost exact. So there's that, and of course team tassel. And the one I just finished last night, because you can see it back there, and I'm gonna have to get it because my in trying to do the setup here, I knocked my mannequin over, and the leg, one of the legs broke, so she's currently propped up against the window. So I'm gonna go get her. Okay, so the one I just finished last night is of course, I was saying that I was missing a latte cake. That's because I used it last night. I had 2 cakes of the mantra. I think it was mantra. Yeah, the mandala ombre and mantra. So I used probably almost 2 full cakes of the mantra, and I used almost a full cake of the latte, and it's 592 yards. I think I had a ball that was like maybe this size left. So of the latte cake. So let's say I used about 580 yards maybe. And it is beautimous. I think I used, I don't know what the colorway is. It was the blue variegated. I think it's this one, but with variegation in it. I do not recall what the colorway was, of course. But again, it's like seamless, a perfect match, and it's just, look at that fuzzy goodness. Isn't it? I am loving it, loving it, loving it. I haven't put the tassels on yet. I definitely have enough, well, I had enough mandala, but now I started using it for the penguin, so now I don't know. So the tassels may just be of the latte cakes, but we shall see. So the other thing that I forgot to do that I just remembered was I was going to do a giveaway or not a giveaway, a random act of sharing for my little oopsie bag that I forgot to do hem the sides of the pull tab casing, and I forgot to do that before I started recording. So I will say goodbye. I will put that at the end, and whoever the winner is, my information will be down below, and you can send me an email of where you want it mailed, and I will have that off to you. So thank you guys for spending some time with me, for visiting. Remember the Rhinebeck Club with Lady Di Yarns. I know it may be out of your price range, but she does have other clubs out there as well. So if you can show some support, or at least go take a look, all that information will be down below. Yeah, that is all I have, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. So I just looked over and I just remembered what the other thing was as I try to get fiber out of my mouth. The other thing I forgot, Lisa of Lisa's Pie Notes. She has a channel here on YouTube. I'm pretty sure I didn't show this last time, but she designed a square called the Three-Tailed Dragonfly square. I think she designed it 2 years ago, and she's doing a crochet along. I think you make whatever out of it. She has a top designed out of it, but this is a square. I don't think I showed it last time, or if I did, it wasn't blocked because I just blocked it. So this is her square. Again, I don't know what I'm going to do with it. I may put it on another cushion, but she, yeah, show her some support. Go take a look, make a square, put it on, put on Ravelry if you're still on Ravelry. I believe you can also post on Instagram and tag her. I don't know if that's part of the giveaway, but at least she'll see that you participated. So there you go. That was that, and now I'm going. Bye. Okay, I have to do a voiceover because the sound works fine until I bring it into the editor. So this is for the bag, and um, there were 42 unique commenters, so we are going to see who the winner is. And da, 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 waiting, waiting, waiting. I didn't want to repeat everything I was saying before, so here we go. Cinnamon Stitches, our very own Jennifer. So, Jennifer, you know the drill. My information's down below. Send me an email with your address and I will ship that out. Thanks. Bye.